I keep setting myself deadlines, but I never seem to be able to meet them. What should I do? Well, there are two basic ways to approach this problem. The first is to look at the way we set self-imposed deadlines, and the second is to look at how we respond to them. So whenever we make plans or set deadlines, the natural temptation might be to set the most ambitious possible goals, doing as much as we can in the shortest possible time, especially if you feel like you aren't getting enough done, or if you want to impress your supervisor with your plans. And while it's good to be ambitious and to push yourself, in a PhD, you might be using techniques that you've never used before, meaning it's very difficult to predict how long things will take. And if you've never done something before, it's also likely that you will make a few mistakes or have to take some time to figure out what to do. But even when you're highly skilled in the techniques you're using, things can and will still go wrong, and very often take longer than expected. So we have to allow for the unexpected and use plans to decide what to prioritize and what problems to work on, but without necessarily putting yourself under the pressure of a deadline, at least at the beginning. And this allows you a bit of freedom to explore, to play with different approaches, and to make mistakes. But if you stay in this open, playful state too long, you can end up exploring options forever, always chasing that next new idea without ever making any decisions or finishing anything. And this is when a deadline becomes useful, but only if you use it to help you make clear and confident decisions about what to do, and just as importantly, what not to do. So the only way to meet a deadline, whether it's self-imposed or otherwise, is to make decisions based on the time available. And often this means dropping certain things that you initially planned to do, essentially making compromises for the sake of practicality. Now, you might worry about doing this, but very often it will make your project stronger and much more focused than it would have been had you tried to include everything. And remember, a PhD is just the first step in a potential academic career. It is a good thing if you have more ideas than you can possibly implement, and you don't have to do everything now.